Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Indie Dev Corner. So today I'm playing a game called Baseball Out. This is a game that the developer reached out to me on Reddit and just kind of let me know a little bit of what was going on with this game. So I did play it a little bit just to kind of get a feel of what to expect going into this game. And it's a little tough. And now, when I was speaking with the developer, one of the things he told me about this, and you'll see this kind of going in, is there's a little bit of inspiration from like the old Super Punch Out games, and it'll make more sense in a second when I actually start playing. But so let's go ahead and jump in here. Okay, so real quick, let's just take a quick look around the initial main menu here. So we have the options screen. Different languages we can jump to, can turn the music on and off, you can turn on and off dialogue, and then adjust between English and Spanish. We'll keep it in English for now. Let's see, there are prizes and we don't have enough coins. These are the coins up here. Scores and trophies. So these are the different cards you collect in the game because there is a baseball influence to it. So obviously if you're doing baseball, there's going to be baseball cards. So this is Gaines armor, I think, is how you pronounce that. Oh, okay. That X closes this entire menu. One thing that I would like to see also, at least with this, and this is something that kind of bothered me a little bit my initial playthrough, but it's kind of harder to see on the bigger screen as well. These cards, they're like transparent to let you know that you don't have them yet, but the background stays fully visible, which makes it really hard to kind of see what they are, but not too bad. We can look at trophies. This is your Google trophies. Oh, leaderboards apparently, but unbelievable. There are no public high scores for this game. Play now and be the very first in the universe on the leaderboard. Okay. I guess that's the leaderboard stuff, and then this would be achievements. Okay. Beat Maita using Johnny's outfit. Beat Gaines using with his armor. See, okay, here's the other thing. Is it I'm not sure how to equip the different clothes, because I have clothes. That's what I think the gear was, but I could never figure out how to like equip it. But anyways, let's go into story mode. So this is where you're gonna see that Super Punch Out that I was talking about coming in. Okay, so they each have a special throw. Good to know. Oh, there's a bat button. Okay, so I have health and the pitcher has health. Uh-oh. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm not very good at this. There's a bit of a delay when you click the swing button. Now, it's harder to tell when I'm playing on this because I'm playing on my computer using an Android emulation system. And it's easier to tell when I'm on my phone because you can see when I actually tap, but there's a delay, and there's a reason for that. The reason being that you can level up your character so that there's less of a delay and whatnot, and certain things give you less delay. I like also that these two are kind of like arguing with each other. I think that's adorable. So let's try this again. So like as you can see, you really have to time when he swings. Oh, nope, I messed that up. Oh, come on. There. Apparently not. You really need to time and figure out what the timing is on this. So let's go into practice mode real quick so we can try this out. Now, even when I was... Uh-oh. Did I jump? Okay, there we go. Practice mode. So, even when I was playing this just for fun, trying to get good at the game, I was still really, really bad at figuring out the timing for this, because it's... Okay, now apparently I'm... Okay, yeah, see, there we go. So this is kind of like an endless mode. Oh, okay. And it gives you a little bit of exposure with each of the... Uh-oh. It gives you a little bit of exposure with the different pitching styles that you're going to see in game. Oh. Lose 3 times. I guess I technically did lose 3 times. Oh well. But yeah, so it gives you a little bit of trial and error to figure out what the timing is going to be. Now, each pitch moves at different speeds, obviously. So timing when you need to hit the ball or when you need to swing gets difficult because, like I said, they move at different speeds. So you're kind of trained for a standard pitch to pitch when the ball is so many pixels away from you. When the first curveball comes in, you're training yourself that, okay, I need to do it a little bit later because that pitch comes in a little faster. And then, so when these new pitches come in, it gets really difficult trying to figure out the timing of this. And that's my one big gripe with this, is that, like, my instinct would tell me to click it later when the ball is closer. And that's not necessarily the case here. So, like, that I think is the most, the more difficult part of this. Oh man, that other curveball is what always gets me. That's the thing I found the most difficult with this, was just that it's so hard. Oh, hey. Is this... Oh, here we go. Here's that armor. Okay, so the baseball cards, and again, I get why these are like, the transparency is like half on these, so you can tell you haven't unlocked it yet. But it's really hard to tell like what each of these are. So, like, one of the things was use this armor against that pitcher. It's fine. But how do you know which one this is? It's really hard to see. So that's one thing I would like to see them kind of adjust in the future. But let's go ahead and try this again. Okay. Nope. Still really bad at this. Hey, there we go. Now, the other thing, too, is every time you miss, it takes about, like, 20 points away. But when you hit the ball, it only does -5 damage to him. Which is, and at least you get 2 health back from it. But, boy, it really takes a while to... Oh, he's starting to pitch fast. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Darn. Okay, so, still kind of tough. The timing is something that, like I said, I still need to kind of figure out and try to get better with. And it is interesting too because, like I said, the pitchers, they have different pitches they can do. Some are faster, some are slower, and trying to time it gets really, really complicated. Especially when there's that delay on when you actually click to swing and when he actually swings. So figuring out what that delay is and then actually hitting the ball are, very complicated to try to get in sync. But overall, I mean, I like it. It's an interesting take on baseball games. I've played quite a few baseball apps before, and really, I've never played anything quite like this. It's like a fighting game, but with baseball mechanics. It's interesting. It's neat. It's not something you would really think would merge together well, and it merges very nicely. I think the pitchers have kind of a lot of health, and it makes it challenging. That might just because I'm really bad at this. So if you do decide to download it, it is a free app. It'll be available in a link in the description down below, so you can go ahead and try it out. It may just be me. I'm pretty bad at these baseball games in general, so my timing's not the best. But let me know if you tried it out. I want to know how far you were able to get, and how well all this worked for you. To my knowledge, this game is in full release. I don't believe that there's much more happening. They may be adding more stuff to it. I may be completely wrong. It may be in beta. Look in the description. I'll have a more accurate idea of whether or not this is like the full release or not. But like I said, go ahead and try it out. It is something you really need to experience for yourself. I think trying to watch me just suck in general at this game is really not doing it justice, because there's a lot of cool mechanics to it. And like I said, there's a lot of baseball games out there where you're really just playing baseball. This kind of combines a little bit of the fighting mechanic of, you have to knock out your enemy's health, and you're really struggling against these enemies and whatnot. It's not just hit it out of the park, score a home run, and try to get as many runs as possible. It kind of feels like there's a little more to it there, and I think it's done really well. It's executed very nicely. There's a few little hiccups here and there in the game, but nothing too bad. One thing I really like too is that there's no ads in this. I haven't seen any ads. One way I think that they really go for like trying to make their money in it, which I think they should, is by selling these tickets. So you can watch an ad to get a free ticket, or you can go through practice, and if you go through practice you can get tickets. I didn't see a way to actually buy tickets though, so I don't know if that's something that they're planning on putting in later on or not. Oh, but actually real quick, so I have some coins, so let's go through here. We're going to use the prize machine. Hey, we got 2 tickets. Okay, so let's use the prize machine again. Another 2 tickets. Okay, cool. I want to get this. I'm assuming this is a helmet and gear. Tickets. So the tickets are what you use to face off against your rivals. And I would imagine using these prizes is where you get the other gear to keep playing forward and moving forward. This isn't something you're going to pick up right off the bat and just be phenomenal on. You're going to have to go through the practice, and you're going to lose a few times to these bosses and whatnot, but that's okay. It's a fun game. It's a nice way to just kind of sit back and kill a couple minutes. If you have some downtime, to try your hand at it and see where you can get. So, let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving a like down below. If you're new to my channel, hit that chinchilla icon in the center, and that'll get you subscribed. If you're already a subscriber, ring that bell icon, and that way you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. To the left of that chinchilla icon is a video from my channel that I handpicked specifically for you, and to the right is a video that YouTube picked. So go ahead and choose one of those 2 videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow.